A leader in American energy is warning that progressive green energy groups opposing President Trump's energy policies are linked to a dark money network with ties to former President Obama and China. American Energy Institute CEO Jason Isaac penned that piece for Fox Digital and joins us now. So great to see you this morning, Jason. So it is interesting, if you claim to care about carbon emissions, things like nuclear energy is the cleanest, most potent energy there is. Why would environmentalists be opposed to that?
Well, it really shows their hypocrisy because it's not about the environment, it's about control. I live a high carbon lifestyle. I think the rest of the world should too. But decarbonization has been their climate Kool-Aid. This is what they've latched onto as the problem. And if you really believe that that's the problem, fortunately, Lee Zeldin and Donald Trump don't think that's a problem. That's why they've moved to rescind the endangerment finding, because they know that CO2 emissions aren't harmful to our environment or our health. But if you really think that that's the problem, then nuclear is the answer. And these groups are launching campaigns to fight any kind of nuclear energy renaissance here in the United States to the detriment of our economic prosperity and to the benefit of China.
So if it's more about power than it is about the actual environment, then who is behind it? Who is paying? Where does all this money lead to?
Yeah, interestingly enough, you look at some of the groups, it's these partisan mega donors, it's these failed climate crusaders, it's the foreign interest and the fact that our tax dollars are funding these organizations. The Union of Concerned Scientists that are likely even more so concerned after President Trump's move just 2 days ago to rescission, cut $5 billion in spending, most of that going to the climate crusade, which is great because it's not a good use of our tax dollars. Then you look at the Sierra Club and Greenpeace. These groups are receiving millions of dollars, and some of that connected to foreign interests, like the Energy China Foundation, which is a IRS-protected 501c3 based in San Francisco, with its offices in Beijing and most of its employees there with direct connections to the Chinese Communist Party.
Real quick, why would China not want America to be energy independent?
Well, it's simply because they're competing with us, and they know if they want to win the industrial revolution, if they want to end the AI race, the chip race, they need affordable, reliable electricity. That's why they've been building 1 to 2 coal-fired power plants per week, something the United States should have been started doing decades ago. But we latched onto this decarbonization movement, the Obama's Clean Power Plan, which does nothing to improve the environment, just makes everything more expensive. But it's about winning the economic race, and that's why China is trying to drive a narrative of alarmism here in the United States to their benefit and our detriment.
And it's shocking how many of our politicians fall for it. Jason Isaac, thank you so much.
It's great to be on. Thanks for having me.